Hi everyone, I'm doing the revenue cycle and I identified the 6 weaknesses in the internal system and the inefficient problem for the Jungle Box company. First, the first weakness is the purchasing order in the sales order processing system. In this case, we can see the problem occur because there are some weaknesses in internal control. In the sale order system, one of the most important processes is to receive the information that the customer wants to purchase, which is the customer purchase order. In Jungle Books firms, there are some clients face some difficulties of beginning the stock being ordered but did not receive. This problem might occur with the offer methods of the company. In Jungle Books, they use phone call to make an offer, which all the information of client is recording by the person who answering the phone. It might occur some error during this call. At first, if the person receiving the call is misheard information, 17 stock instead of 70. When the copy of the document is sent to the warehouse, they will send 70 stock out. Another example is if the date which the customer needs the stock is misheard by the person, the stock might be delayed, which will occur the problem in the case which the client ordered the stock but not received. My recommendation for this problem is they have to express their way of ordering the stock. For example, they can use website to order what they want. The customer have to fill what units they want and location, time, and some extra information in the online purchase order. So the computer will record all the information customer needs and wants, which decrease the rate of occurring the error. And the second weakness of the sale ordering system is they use manually recording information, which using handwritten record information is a very inefficient way because they need more time to handwrite the information. Also, it contains a high risk of getting the information wrong by human error. For example, the clerk which records order detail 100 units of the books instead of 1,000, then the information will be sent to the warehouse, which the warehouse can only check information what the clerk written. Then they will send less stock to the consumer who ordering the books. If the address was written wrong, the client will face the problem which described in the case received if the stock cannot receive after ordered. Also, by using manual method, if the manual record books are lost, which all information will record will be lost, which this way is easy to happen in the company. Also, using the manual method, they want to find the past information. It is hard to search from a huge number of hard copy information. Furthermore, the large number of hard copy needs space to storage them, which the company needs to build or leave a space to storage all those information. My recommendation for those problems is if they have a well-developed computer system to be their recording method instead of manually recording the information. Computer can lower the risk human error, which the information can be more accurate and typing always faster than the handwritten, increase the efficiency of the company's work. Also, using computer system when the warehouse wants to confirm the information, they can easily find out the information they want. Furthermore, all the information recorded by computer is software. All the information can save in the computer, and it saves some space for the company and easy to manage. Weakness. My third weakness for the sale ordering system is the stock control. Stock control is one of the most important processes of the company, such as Jungle Books. In a books company, they have a large amount of inventory, which would be stocked in their warehouse waiting to be sold. Warehouse needs to have a good stock control process to make sure that stock amount is accurate. In Jungle Book companies, some of the customers did not receive their order and stock out problem often occur, which means stock management in Jungle Books is very poor. One of the reasons is they use manually update their stock, which human error will occur when recording. Another reason is Jungle Books, their process is inefficient. If one of the documents did not go to their destination location, which the warehouse will not record the transaction, which means the stock are sold but did not record, which will accrue the problem of stock out. It will lead to there are some amount of stock available shown on the website, but there are none in the warehouse. Will lead to a loss of customer or stock delay. My recommendation for this one is to solve the stock control problem is use some well-developed system to transform the document, such as computer transform, which the document can be transferred faster to the location and not easy to lost. Also have a person to manage the warehouse, record every movement of the stock in and stock out. Furthermore, stock take every month, so it can make sure the amount in warehouse is the right amount of stock available in the website. The fourth inefficient weakness of the sales ordering system is the cash receipt system. The weakness is there are too much employees that can open the mails. The cash receipt process begins with the mailroom, which the information from the mailroom contain routine mail and the mail of customer payment. The company have to have a staff of few clerks to manage those emails and record the information. But in Jungle Books, company which staffed with many employees, it is good to have some employees for managing the mail information, but there are some disadvantages for using many employees to receive and opening the mail. Because if one people forget to save information, which this error will accrue. For example, the rate of error of 10 people is lesser than 100 people, which using too much people will have a higher risk of getting process wrong. For example, one people will make mistake in 5 people, which 10 people will have 2 that will make error. So it's not good to have too much people to opening the mails. My recommendation for Jungle Books is decrease the number of employees who have the responsibility to receive and open the mails, which can lower the risk of the employee making errors. But at least 5 people that can open the mails and manage them. Another weakness of the cash receipt system is they separate the check and the remittance advice. In every payment made or received, the company will have check and remittance advice, which remittance advice is letter sent by customer to supplier to inform the supplier their payment have been paid. Normally, if customer paying by check, the remittance advice often go with the check. But for Jungle Books company, they separate them, which is a weakness of the companies, because if separate the check and remittance advice, which is easy to lose one of it. If such error occur, the accounting receivable receivable department cannot match the invoice with payment. It will make the internal system inefficiency. My recommendation for avoiding this problem happen is after the mail clerk open the mail, do not separate the check and remittance advice. They should be stapled with each other, which would not be easy to lose one of the information. That can help accounting department easy to match the invoice with the payment, improve the efficiency of the work of the internal system. The last weakness of the cash receipt system is the weakness of recording by the accounting receivable clerk. In Jungle Books company, the cash receipt clerk received the check and the remittance list, which he reconciled them. At the time, he endorsed each check for deposit only, and manually record it is in the hard copy cash receipt journal. The only way AR clerk receive all the information is from the cash receipt clerk, which it would accrue a problem that money can be easy to stolen by the cash receipt clerk. For example, when the actual amount received is $200, but the cash receipt clerk record as $100, which he can steal $100 from this transaction. But the AR clerk only use this information that the cash receipt clerk provide, which he would not find out the money have been stolen. This is a big problem for a large book company which have a poor management of their cash receipt system. My recommendation for this problem is the information provided to AR clerk should have multiple ways. When the mail clerk open the mail, if there is a payment and transaction, they should record once when they receive the copy when they receive the information and send a copy to AR clerk. So the account receivable clerk record payment, they can have two copies from different person, which can find out the difference between the two documents and find out if they have stolen money from the transaction. Thank you for listening to my presentation.